I knew you were my diamond, darling. Great article. Such juicy details. And it happened in our town. I want this published today. Oh, darn, I totally forgot that our printer's ill. Well, you figured out a tricky crime, so the printing press shouldn't be a problem, right?
Hello, I'm Damian Crow. You might have heard of me. I've written a couple of decent detective stories. I need help. These murders in the city seem to have gone off the pages of my books, and police don't believe me. Okay, see? The first murder took place at exactly midnight. The victim was a young girl in a white dress and veil, right? And there was an owl symbol, just like in my novels. As for the murder on Redchapel Street, there was a man sitting in a sleeping position with a cut throat. And on the wall, an owl sign. I know because I wrote that scene! And finally, Lorelei. The gorgeous diva is murdered in her own on-stage performance. So poetic. I wrote this scene after attending an opera. That's why I came to you. I know you did a great job with the Plague Doctor case and the Sister's deception. So, do you believe me? I had no doubt I could rely on you. I've tried to look at the order of the crimes and predict the next one, but the murderer is smart enough to use the book randomly. I feel responsible for this, especially since I recently got the anonymous letter. Here, take a look. How on earth have I missed the bookstore stamp on it? Clementine keeps one. I know her well. I even made her the character prototype. Oh gosh. In one of my novels, a bookstore owner ends up as a murder victim. We must hurry. Clementine could be in danger. Come on, let's take the cab. Clementine! Oh no, she was attacked! We need to help her! Let her go! You have nowhere to go! Come on! Put out the fire! If it spreads to the books, the whole store will turn to ashes! It's a male shoe print, no doubt about it. So, there's some gentleman repeating scenes from the book in detail. And what makes me think he left the note here for a reason?
Oh, a brasserie receipt. There's just one place right around the corner. It wasn't here when I closed the shop, so it probably belongs to the criminal. Talk to the owner of the brasserie. By the way, since the copycat is using Damian's writings, you might want to browse them. I keep books, including those left by the visitors. What if he's been in my shop before and left traces? Good enough reason to check out the detective section?
You're not very eager to get to the truth. More blood, better article, huh?
I nearly forgot. It looks like it's going to rain, so take this umbrella. It's the least I can do to repay you for saving me.
By the way, do you still have that anonymous letter? I guess it wouldn't hurt to show it to Clementine. She's a very knowledgeable person.
welcome. I've already closed up the store. But you seem like you have something urgent on your mind. So, what is it? Clementine was attacked. Terrible. Who would do that? She's such an angel. Sure. I know Mr. Crow. There is hardly a man who has not read his books. Trust me, I see it all the time. People who bought his books at Clementine's store often come to read them here. Like that odd man who, though I don't want to gossip about my clients, there was one. He bought an entire collection of Damian Crow's books. I wasn't too surprised at first, because he's a very popular writer. In fact, I wouldn't mind owning a collection like that. But the very next day, he bought the collection again. It's a bit strange, of course, but who knows how collectors think. When was it? Oh, darn. Today. Listen, I'd like to talk more, but I really need to sort out the goods in the storage room. You're free to use whatever you need.
There's an engraving with initials on the watch. I can't think of people with the same ones, but perhaps Bartholomew can give you a clue. You can't find a person in the whole town who hasn't ordered a delivery from him. But what if he's connected to the criminal and tried to kill me? We must arrest him immediately so he won't come for me again. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm throwing empty accusations. Besides, Bartholomew's initials are quite different. By the way, while you were looking for clues, I examined the letter. And it's a store purchase form, which means the murderer has shopped here. I think he planned these crimes a long time ago. You must be very, very careful.
Watch out! That's the man who hid under the mask. Well, your story has come to its conclusion. I'm glad I came to you. Never thought that my writing could push people to do something like this.
You're both here. Great. The perp's watch was compelling evidence of his guilt. Or rather, it would have been, until we caught another murder with the same owl symbol at the crime scene. The murder was committed tonight. Victim's brother reported that she was already dead when he got home from work. I need your help, both of you. Bring your camera. And you, Mr. Crow. Knowledge is your tool, since this kind of scene was in one of your books.
Oh gosh, it is truly like a scene from my book. Who could do such a horrible thing in real life? See if the ritual symbol is on the victim, like in my novel. It's been so long since I wrote this book. I need to brush up on the described rituals, especially the real-life ones. I'm going to Clementine's bookstore.
Don't forget to take photos. I'll attach them to the case later. The symbol on her palm is the same as Damian's book, and the manner of murder? It all does look occult. I need to go back to the station now. I need you to take a look around and talk to Edmund. He's upstairs. Let's wait to hear from Damian. Any information we can get on the ritual murders will be useful, right? Makes sense. In the case of fraudulence, we need someone who knows the rituals more than most. Anyway, once you're done here, go to the bookstore. I'll take the corpse and the photos to the station. Then I'll meet you there. Oh, almost forgot. Take this too. It'll come in handy.
So, you're that journalist. You know, I've always said her obsession with rituals would cause problems, but she was so fascinated by some magician's art. First, our parents died, and our house was already falling apart. We were both barely surviving as it was, but now I'm all alone. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Edmund. We met when I gave you and that famous writer a lift just a couple of days ago. Feel free to look around. We got nothing to hide. You might want to check out Monique's, my sister's room. She paints very well. I mean, painted. Anyway, I can let you in if you like. Looking only for the next sensation, yeah? Fine. Whatever you say. I can't stay here with you. I have to arrange my sister's funeral. Find the murderer, please.
There you are, my friend. Sorry, but I haven't found anything useful. Were you able to look around the Grey House? Soul bonding ritual. She could have done it herself. But the owl symbol on the floor definitely refers us to the killings we saw before. Clementine, do you know something about all this?
Well, firstly, I'll say how nice to see my savior. Unfortunately, I couldn't stop thinking about the man who almost killed me. And as to my thoughts on the matter, what if he actually wants to reach Damian? Get his personal attention? Well, all this hype about staging murders from his books, could all these things be warnings for Damian? A cruelty that makes him slowly die from within. Think about it. Let's get back to the point. The ritual sounds very familiar. I'm sure I've read about it. The description should be around here somewhere. I was just in the middle of rearranging things, so it's quite a mess. It'd be more effective. my gosh, that's it! One of Marcus Blackwood's books! He used to be extremely popular as a magician. He promised people to summon their dead relatives for a fee. A common quack, nothing more, but he managed to publish a couple of books. Marcus even had followers before, of course, his fraud was revealed.
I remember this man. I wrote a book inspired by his story after I met him.
Yes, you portrayed him as a villain, revealing the truth to people, and his popularity has fallen. And yet, he was going to publish another book. He must have described his ritual there because it's not in the book I have here. Perhaps Blackwood keeps a volume, and his faithful follower got a hold of it?
Or he's in on it himself. My friend, we need to go to him and try to talk to him at least.
I have to tidy up, so I'll stay. Good luck.
I didn't expect to see a journalist and a writer on my doorstep. Can't say it's nice to meet you. What do you want? Ah, the murders. I've read about them. Seems like your books played a trick on you, Mr. Crow. Monique Gray? Yeah, I know her. We worked together. But I retired after my wife died. And after that book by Mr. Crow made everyone think I was a quack. I lost everything overnight. And you just come to me and expect me to help you? Oh, whatever. Snoop around as much as you want. If you'll stay alive, that is. What now? I'm actually in a hurry. You people are aware of everything. It was the most complicated in my practice. I didn't even trust Monique with such things. It leads to the ghost of the person who performs the ritual to stay forever with whomever he wants. Do you realize that's just a made-up legend? I have to go. It's the anniversary of my wife's death. You can waste some more of your time in here, but I'm not involved.
Oh my gosh. Isn't that Edmund and Marcus? What are both of them doing alone on the cliff? What's going on? Okay, we need to talk to them. It's too high to jump for the window. So the safest way is through the maze in the courtyard. Make haste.
You're just in time. I found my sister's killer. It's him.
He lost his mind. It wasn't me.
Listen to what you're saying, both of you! What in the world is happening?
Monique was my assistant before I retired. I would never hurt her. Edmund always had a bad attitude towards Monique's work. Is that why you killed her, Edmund?
I should have killed you ages ago. How about now?
No! What have you done? So he was right! You did kill your sister!
You don't know anything. She was obsessed with those rituals, and it's Blackwood's fault. Stay back or I'll jump.
You know, I'm thinking of writing a book about you. A hero with no badge. Sounds good, right? Think about it. We'll make it our new bestseller.
Mr. Damian Crow, you are arrested on suspicion of the murder of Monique Gray. Your fingerprints were found on the girl's clothes, as well as threatening letters to Monique Gray in your name.
There must be some mistake! My friend, I'm innocent!
Detectives believe Damian Crow was trying to draw attention to his books with such sophisticated murders. Who'd have thought? Damian's arrest doesn't feel right. I have my doubts about the detective's conclusions. Was Damian replicating the book murders? Isn't it too straightforward? There's more than meets the eye here. I'll try to change their minds at the meeting. Oh, the one I'm late for. Talk to Damian. Have him tell you everything he remembers about the case. He's in the cell now, so you'll need a pass. It's somewhere in the storage. And I gotta go. Good luck.
Is it really you? For a moment, I thought I had imagined this. I must confess, I've kept secrets from you. But now I'll tell you everything to make you believe me. Do you remember the anonymous letter sent to me? Well, there were others. They all contained the same demand. Don't tell anyone a thing, or death will come upon you. I decided to investigate it on my own since I couldn't inform you or the police, and the search led me to a store by my house. The owner seemed strange, but I couldn't report my sixth sense tingling near him to anyone. But you, my friend, I'm sure you can find the evidence. From behind the bars, I'm powerless to help you. All I can give you is this. Take it.
Oh, hello. I was wondering if I'd ever see you again. After you rescued Clementine, you're my hero. Ask me whatever you want. I'll be glad to help. Sure. I've been supplying him with my homemade wine for about 2 years now. He sells it in the store. Who knows? Once I entered, he handed me the keys and told me to put everything in its proper place. He was in a hurry. He mumbled something about some life and death problem. Why do you ask? Oh, he has been attacked. My gosh. Thank heavens. All these crimes. The situation is getting out of control. That's all. I'll return to work, but you can look around while I'm busy. Curiosity killed a cat. Your life was valuable only when you were hanging around Mr. Crow. We could never hurt him. Now you're on your own. There was a chance for you to leave this case, but you chose a different way. Now you'll have to pay. The symbol is already in place for you. The police will blame the store owner for killing you. You should be proud. Your death will mark the climax of our plan.
Oh gosh, what happened? I shouldn't have left you alone. How lucky I got back in time to realize where you were going. I can't believe it. It's like a cult? It says the meeting will take place in a hidden location underneath the city library. If you're fine, we'd better hurry.
Good afternoon, you two. Come to get something thrilling to read? Nonsense. I've never heard about it. Oh, this lovely man is a member of the book club that comes here once a week. All I know is they're Damian Crow fans. They always take his books. By the way, Bartholomew just left one of them on the table. I guess he forgot it. I need to sort through the books in the archives, so would you mind putting it back? You know, Bartholomew was recently interested in the old section. Perhaps you'd like to take a look at it as well. I would was sure you were eager to learn about Bartholomew's business, but, no matter.
I can't believe it. A whole crypt under the library about which no one knows about. We found plenty of evidence, but it still doesn't prove that Damian wasn't involved in this case. All of them could have been partners in crime. So do I. But our beliefs are not enough for others, so let's search for other clues. Let's take a quick look around.
You've taken things farther than I expected, but you still don't realize. All we're doing is helping our idol to get some inspiration. Damian has seen his writing help to create such vivid horror. You can bet there will be more Damian Crow books on the shelves very soon. As for you, you've escaped death before, but not this time. It's already written on the pages in blood. You don't get it. When I first read Mr. Crow's book, I felt what the real art is. It takes sacrifice. So, my friends and I are here to give it. Although you don't care, right? You'll never understand, so why should you even live?
Oh, my gun. Stop them!
My revolver's out of bullets. We have to run, Bartholomew. Are you really that naive? Did you really think that if you caught up with us, you'd take us down? No. Instead, you'll die in the river where no one will find your body.
Stop it! Constable's words influenced the detective's decision. After studying the letters, I followed your trail, and here we are.